Hello, my name is Sajal Dubey and I'm the Chief Executive Officer of a company named Homesify. Now, our startup venture provides both an online and an offline platform where people can rent recreational vehicles for adventures or trips. Further, we have additional innovation that our vehicles will run on solar and wind energy, thus saving our consumers a lot of energy. Our services would attract adventurers, tourists, or just people wanting to go on a road trip. It will also attract people who want to travel to remote places for some event. We will make changes to our vehicles and our services on the basis of customer feedback, which they can give both online and offline. Thus, people will be attracted to our services. Now, talking about the business background. What we have in our mind is that we'll create a website and also rent a garage through which people can access our services. An online website will make sure that every person has access to our services. What do we really believe right now? That our startup idea is very unique in a place like India. Thus, such an idea has a lot of potential. Our startup is also environment friendly. Now, talking about the company. The business we are in or the service we provide is similar to a car renting business, but we rent recreational vehicles. Our business idea is relatively new, so there is not much competition, but we do provide quality service as we have analyzed our industry. It has been analyzed through various servers that tourists or adventurers prefer to have a vehicle that provides them the maximum comfort at reasonable prices. Initially, we'll be starting with only two recreational vehicles and only one office, but as a business progresses, we'll expand it. Talking about the industry we are involved in is the vehicle renting industry, specifically for recreational vehicles. According to a survey in India, the revenue generated from car rental business was over $250 million in 2018 and is expected to grow at $570 million by 2023. Many factors can affect this industry, such as check the pandemic. COVID-19 has had a huge impact on the tourism industry, indirectly affecting the car renting industry. Technic- Technological difficulties have also a bad impact on this industry. Now, as I already told you, I'm the CEO of the company, and Sarthak Ashok is the Chief Marketing Officer, Sankalp Arora is the Chief Technological Officer, Shaili Vadia is the Chief Financial Officer, Sahajta Paudal is the HR Manager, Himanshu Arvind is the Chief Logistics Officer, Sachin Kumar is the Sales Manager. We under the technical head, we have two mechanics and we also have a cleaner.
Good afternoon. My name is Himanshu Savargaonkar. I'm the Chief Operations Officer at Homesify. First off, I'd like to talk of the location that we have chosen for our startup. We have chosen Goa. It is an obvious choice as it is the tourism hotspot in India and it's flocked by many adventure seeking travelers. A lot of foreigners also visit this place for vacation, since they are more familiar with renting out an recreational vehicle rather than staying at a hotel. We look at it as an advantage. Other than that, one major advantage that we see in Goa is that being a coastal city, the solar panels and the wind turbines installed on the RVs will work much more efficiently in Goa compared to some other places. Talking about disadvantages, we have a few disadvantages. One being the sandy environment in which the RVs will be operating, which becomes a bit of an issue in maintenance and keeping the RVs running for a long time. Next, I'd like to talk about the physical requirements that we will need while starting our business. We plan on starting with two RVs initially, and thus we will need a two-car garage to house them. The simple requirements for the garage will be that it should be well covered to protect the RVs from the elements and let the R&D team and the maintenance team work on the RVs even without taking the RVs out of the garage. Once we expand to other locations, we would have a central garage in which the modifications to the RVs will be done, and then they will be transported to our mobile locations, from which only the maintenance of the RVs and the renting services will be executed. Processes. So the first process that is important for us is the research and development of the solar and wind turbine systems that will be headed by our CTO. One of our mechanical engineers will also assist him in this process. The next main process will be the installation of previously mentioned mods or modifications onto our RV. Next, maintenance of the RV. As I mentioned earlier, due to the sandy environment and the harsh weather in which they will be functioning, maintenance becomes a major priority. Servicing and restocking the RVs in between trips. Similar to a hotel room that has needs to be serviced in between guests, the RVs will also need to be serviced in between trips, where they will be restocked with snacks, toiletries, cleaned from the inside and externally. Then routine mechanical checks for each RV. As for any car, the RV will also require routine checks uh, checks for keeping up to the functioning condition. Suppliers. So we will need suppliers for snacks and toiletries, as well as spares and maintenance tools that are needed to keep the RVs running. For snacks and toiletries, we will initially be sourcing them locally, as we won't need a large quantity of them. In future, we will contact a supplier that supplies toiletries and snacks to, say, restaurants or hotels. For now, we will be sourcing them locally. Spares and maintenance, we will only be buying spares and maintenance tools from the car dealer, as RVs are a bit new in India and not much specialized tools are available in the market outside. Labor. So Goa has an extensive industry and well-established industry of car rentals. Thus, finding labor for our startup won't be a very difficult situation. We would be hiring two mechanical engineers initially, as well as a guard or a clerk. The division of the work among these three will be first mechanical engineer will, as I mentioned earlier, assist the CTO in the research and development and installation of the modifications onto the RV. The second will be responsible for the maintenance of the RV. This includes cleaning the RV, taking care of the RV, and also performing routine complete mechanical checks on the RV. The guard slash clerk will be responsible for the maintenance of the office and as well as the security of the office during off hours. This has been my part. Thank you.
Hello, my name is Sankalp Arora, and I'm the Chief Technical Officer of our startup, Homesify. Heading the technical department includes many responsibilities, that is, to create and maintain our startup's website, develop and install the power generation device on our RV, maintain the RVs with my tech team, and handle the R&D of our product. So we will be creating this all-terrain power generation device by exploiting different natural resources of power to power up a small device such as a mobile phone, and then we will be integrating this on the RV. This is the sample sketch of the model that I've designed. That is, it includes a wind turbine and a solar panel, and it can charge anything you want as small as a power bank or a mobile phone. Working. So this all-terrain device works on the principle of power generation through conventional resources like wind or sun. So wind sources basically exploit the force of moving air to move turbines that generate power. Solar sources work on the principle of harnessing the power of the sun to power cells in which solar energy is stored as electrical energy. Now this is the sample website that I've created for my startup. This will be used by the sales and the marketing team. So this website will basically help us to have an online presence, and anyone can reach us through this very easily. This is a sample model of how our RV will look. So now coming to the services, this is what we offer. That is luxury and the power you need, that which will be coming from wind power and solar energy. Now coming to the SWOT analysis of our startup Homesify. Strengths. Our idea is so unique that the competition is very less. Limited startup risk. We have a skilled and a very hardworking and committed team. Our location is our biggest asset, that is Goa. It is India's biggest city for tourism and adventure. Weakness: our competitors can offer the same product quickly. The startup has limited cost and high transportation cost also. Limited flexibility in pricing. Opportunities: ability to develop additional stores, expand our sales through our website. Expansion to other cities will also be very easy after we start from a big city like Goa. Acquisition of additional rounds of capital. Threats: there are not much threats, but the basic threats will include our changing in regulations, policies, or anything can impact our business. The insurance cost, if it increase, it will be a threat to us. Increase in the pricing input can cause upward pricing of our product.
Hello, my name is Sarthak Ashok Nair and I'm the Chief Marketing Officer of Homesify. As the Chief Marketing Officer of Homesify, my main aim is to expand the reach of Homesify, grab the attention of our target customers, and try to reel in as many customers as possible. Talking about the 4 P's of marketing mix. First, the product. Homesify is a startup in the motorhome industry which offers a never before seen level of hospitality, luxury, and adventure, all from the comfort of a motorhome which is self powered. Talking about the place, the target market is the motorhome industry. The density of such markets is at remote areas that come equipped with places that encourage adventure sports. Moreover, such areas will support a symbiotic relationship since the betterment of such markets is also increased tourism, thereby supporting nearby businesses. Homesify, for these purposes, aims to be launched in Goa. Talking about the price, our current target customers are the people who like to venture in the search of adventure sports. According to some factual data, 46% of Indians seek adventure sports in their pastime or off day. Here are 2 promotional videos, one which showcases the unique value proposition of Homesify and the other which is a pandemic response video. These are both short versions of the original video. And for further promotions, we'll be using social media. We'll be using social media handles of Facebook, Pinterest, and Instagram. We'll also be advertising using targeted advertisements, optimization of search results, flyers, and other conventional modes of advertisement. We'll also be offering loyalty programs, offer codes, coupons, and RV upgrades. Further down the lane, we'll be developing business stories based on customer experience. This is a look at our website. Talking about competition, although Homesify's field of expedition is a unique one, since motorhomes in India are an untapped reserve, there still exists competition from local or neighboring hotels. These conventional restaurants have a strong grip on the local tourists, but they lack at many aspects as follows. One is they're not economical, and the second, at most times, they're located farther away from popular tourist sites. Homesify aims to convert these shortcomings into its own strength. Talking about the brand, in its beginning stages, Homesify will not have a strong digital or real world signature. But through our innovative advertisements in and out of our website, we aim to reel in more customers and their attention. Subsequently, we also aim to enroll in popular hotel booking sites like Trivago, Go Ivigo to further increase our reach and boost our brand. Thank you.
Hello everyone, this is Shaili Vaidya, the Chief Finance Officer of the company Homesify. I'm going to explain you about the budget of a company in very simple words. Here, I have mentioned about the startup cost of a company. Startup cost of a company means the basic charge that we need to make the company running. As mentioned by my fellow mates, our company is basically an RV rental company. So here, the thing that you can see, vehicle purchase, it includes all the cost for the RV. That includes the installation charges for the RV as well, including all the insurance and the miscellaneous charges as well here. The total startup cost goes till 57,64,330. Going to the second part, We have the running cost of the company. Running cost of the company is basically the cost that we need to keep the company running, which obviously includes the wages of the people working here that I've included here, and the printing and the marketing and security system charges, along with the miscellaneous charges. The running cost of company calculates till 1,03,000 rupees. I've mentioned here about the two costs here. That is, one is fixed cost and the other is variable cost. Fixed cost usually remains fixed throughout the service of the company, and variable cost keeps changing according to the needs of the company. Fixed cost includes all the liabilities and the printing and the marketing charges. On the other hand, the variable costs include all the labor charges that can be increased or decreased according to the work of the people that are working here, that is our employees. The next, I'm going to explain about the asset cost. There are two types of asset cost: the tangible assets cost and the intangible assets cost. Fixed asset cost has a major has a major part in the distribution, as it includes the vehicle cost, that is 50 lakhs itself, and therefore it has the major part in the distribution of asset cost. Intangible assets are, on the other hand, the registration cost and the other things that we need to register a company. And as you can see in the pie chart here, the current asset hold the least part in the distribution chart here. Now going to the break-even calculator of our business, we have calculated at which point of time the company's expenditure will be equal to the company's profit. In simple words, at the point of time when we will be getting back of money that we have invested in the company. So as we have calculated from a calculation, we need to rent our RVs at least 800 times in a year to get in a profit of at least 15%, and the total sales that we need to break even is of 94 lakhs 30,000. This all is calculated on the basis of the average price of RV being 24,000. This is the average price. We can increase the price and decrease the price based upon the season, based upon the people that are coming in here. And also, when our company gets bigger, we can include more RVs and change the RV rental price accordingly. This part tells you about the funding part. And as you can see from the chart here, the personal investment done by the stakeholders, that the 7 of us, is 4 lakhs each, and therefore we have a total of 28 lakhs. And from loans that the government provides, such like CGTMC, we can take a loan of at least 4 lakhs from there to fund our company and start our company. Thank you.
Hello everyone, I am Sachin Kumar and I am the sales manager of the startup HomiSafi. As a sales manager, my responsibility of managing organization sales by developing a business plan that covers sales revenue and expenses control. We have prepared our rough budget where we have planned on buying 2 RVs. The RV will be kept in a warehouse near to our office premises. Modifications of RV is what will make it different from other, as we are adding sustainable energy source, solar panel and wind turbine. The purpose of the modification is to generate additional power source enough to help adventurers in times of emergency. Our product are solar panel whose cost is 20K, a wind turbine 5 to 10K, and total installation charge include commissions to the 2 engineers and extra charges. 2 RVs, 1 big and 1 small. And for small RVs, including cost price, installation and total cost insurance. For small RV, our cost price is 15.15 lakh, and for big RVs is 31.31 lakh. So our total cost is 47K. And on the basis of our rough budget, we would be targeting to have around 2 customers per week. To gain 1 month profit should be 4% of the total cost. Our 1 month cost price is 47.60 lakh, and including office space rent 40K per month and warehouse rent for 20K per month. and our total advertisement cost is for Facebook is 30 rupees for 15 days, 6,000 for per month, and including all this, our money pooled by the members is 14 lakh each. Total pooled money 28 lakh, and estimated total cost is rupees 54.5 lakh in our startup. So we need required a loan, and the loan amount is 26.5 lakh. And our services cost. Uh, for a small RV, for one night is cost is 17K, and for big RVs is 25K, and for 24 hour is for a small RVs cost is 22K, and for big RVs is 30K. 1 month profit should be 4% of the total cost. So our profit 1.9 lakh per month should be the profit maintained, and 47K per week profit should be maintained, as we have to maintain 47K profit in a week. So as a sales manager, I have to targeting around 2 customers per week to gain at least profit of 27K. Thank you.
Good afternoon, everyone. This is me, Sahasra Powder. I am the HR of the company Homesify. I would like to start mm, my presentation. So this is the sales and distribution channel. There will be channel type, product, services, percentage of sales, advantages and disadvantages. In this, there are two, online or on offline. In online, there will be Homesify website where there will be 90% of sales. The advantages will be that it will be easily available in the internet, and the disadvantages will be that there will be other similar products, so it will be difficult for us to compete. Offline will be garage, where the percentage of sales will be 10%. The advantages will be that people can come to the garage and check the vehicle and rent it on the spot. And if there will be any damage, so they can easily replace. The disadvantages will be that it will be time consuming for the people to come all over the place to rent a vehicle. So the next slide is the sustainable competitive advantage. Presently in the sector of Homesify, which is our company, so one is manufacturing such a product as ours. So therefore, the competition in the market is relatively less than other products. Homesify is one of the products which will benefit the tourist. Our company is located in Goa because Goa is the main tourist hub in the India. So many trekkers from all over the world they come to Goa, and maybe like they are going for a longer span of time to some remote areas to explore places. In that situation, they won't have enough power bank, battery, or things like that. So our product Homesify will help them to charge their devices wherever they are, and our product will be very cost effective. Um, it will also have a good average returns on investment over the life of the project, since tourists the trekkers is increasing in our country these days. So our competitions are there with carbon rental and vacation on wheels. These are our competitors, but our main objective is to make our startup to compete with other renting vehicles as mentioned. Our startup will be attracting several people, since it is not some ordinary product. It is a revolutionary product. It is a revolutionary product. Our Initial investment was a tough task to do, but slowly we'll be increasing our workers and keeping the company increasing in the coming future. Thank you so much.